I awoke this morning to the truly devastating news that all road racing events in Northern Ireland are to be cancelled in 2023. Not postponed in some vague pandemic-like uncertainty as we've experienced in recent years, but cancelled. The culprit would seem to be the cost of insurance. I generally upload, on the weeks that I do, on a Thursday, so nearly a week will have gone by the time I rattle on about it. This can be a good thing. The dust will have settled on the original broadcast, and hopefully measures will come to pass to limit the severity of the news. Sure enough, in the morning of Friday, it was all, but by tea time it was most. Amongst others, the Tandridge 100, the Cookstown 100, the Ulster Grand Prix and the Armoy Legends events will not take place. Originally, the increasingly popular Northwest 200 was on the list, but as the day went on, people sat up to take notice, knees jerked and things happened. In a time when global pandemics still have a hold, there's a war in Europe, and we're suffering an extreme cost of living crisis, and in the same week that thousands were killed by a natural disaster, it might seem a little crass to bemoan the potential loss of some people undertaking a minority sport. But the implications of this series of circumstances are far-reaching, not just for dangerous motorsport, but for many activities that we take for granted. It has been described as an absolute disaster and the biggest crisis the sport has ever faced, and I feel that this is not just some scaremongering rhetoric. The problem is insurance, or more specifically, public liability insurance. The premiums leave the sport's organisers with an increased bill of around about £300,000, rising to £800,000 due to the excesses dependent on the number of claims, or the type of claims, of which, let's be honest, there will be some. This is not MotoGP or Formula 1, where a whip round in the paddock could probably secure such a figure, but a group of organised but small racing clubs. The cost is unsustainable. No events in 2023 means no income and no newcomers for the restart of 2024, which then becomes increasingly difficult, and a spiral of financial decline rapidly follows. There will be no one to issue licences for the riders, which includes their personal insurance, which means they will not be able to compete anywhere in the UK or abroad, let alone Northern Ireland. The word unprecedented is, in my opinion, overused, but here it is applicable. All Northern Ireland events are cancelled. As I said before, this includes Cookstown, Tandridge, Armoy and the Ulster, as well as several other, or indeed many other, lesser-known events. As the dust settled on the initial announcement, the Northwest 200 looked a little more hopeful, a demonstration that money talks, but they're by no means out of the woods yet. Road racing is big business in Northern Ireland, commanding significant tourism income. Indeed, the Northwest 200 is Northern Ireland's biggest outdoor sporting event. They can't afford the premiums, but they can't afford to stop events either, so hopefully a solution can be found. There is talk of crowdfunding or some means of charging for events, which I'm sure will raise some eyebrows. But whatever way you look at it, it won't be the same as it ever was. Currently, the Northwest 200 hasn't given up their fight to proceed, but everyone else has been flattened by this blow, as well as a 25% increase in the general cost of events. One final note, and a hint of pessimism. The company who covered the insurance for the Northern Ireland road racing events, and who are responsible for the enormous hikes and the subsequent cancellations, are believed to cover the Isle of Man TT. There were 6 deaths there last year. How big is their quote going to be? With no appetite for insurance within road racing, what are the options and what is the way forward? I don't know. We live in strange, changing times. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.